I'm here today with a good friend of mine, Julius Palma. Julius, thank you so much for coming on to the show, my guy. Yeah, we were talking about that. Are you walking the stage or no?
I've disappointed my parents over the years, alright, by having them tell me, why aren't you in university yet? Why are you taking so long at community college? Great news. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to spoil this, but you can take this out.
Do you think people can take you serious when they always see you in a certain way? I'm not going to college to just mess around. I don't have a reason to do that. There's no point in that. It's just a waste of time. What do you think about the fact that every single time they have a game, they keep focusing on Taylor Swift? A lot of what people are saying about the Super Bowl is that it's rigged. Do you believe it was rigged?
Rihanna's was alright last year.
You like Rihanna?
Yeah.
I did not like it. She couldn't do anything. She was pregnant. She just wanted to show that she was pregnant. She couldn't even move. She just kept going.
What do you think of all the sports teams that are going to Vegas?
Oh!
If you were in charge of creating a name for the new Oakland baseball team that would effectively replace the A's, what would it be?
Hey Verse, it's me, the Angel Man, here today to give you guys another video. Welcome back, Verse, to another video of the podcast. That's right, we're here on another episode. I'm here today with a good friend of mine, Julius Palma. Julius, thank you so much for coming on to the show, my guy.
Thank you for having me.
I know, it's been a minute.
I know it has. It really has.
You came like a few episodes before, I believe.
Oh yeah, definitely, but I should definitely be a regular on your podcast.
Dude, yeah, we got so much to talk about, right?
We do, honestly, alright?
So first, let's start off nice and easy, my guy. Let's just catch up. How you been?
Well, I've been doing great. Big life update. I've gotten my diploma.
Yeah, I mentioned that to Michael.
I got my diploma from my university. Not even a day after my winter break has started, my old chair of the department called me. He said, "Hey, Julius, do you want to work for us at East Bay?"
Really?
Like, yeah.
Just out of the blue, or?
Yeah, just out of the blue, because they're looking for a replacement for the outgoing role that I currently take over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then one of my old professors doubled down what my department chair said, and I said, yeah, I already told so and so that I'd be interested.
Out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking you, like, where did you go to school? Background:
I went to school at Cal State East Bay, and went there from August 21 to December 23. Actually, on my diploma it says that my last day that I got my degree on the 15th of December 2023. So technically, I'm still a class of 2023, even though I'll be walking on the stage in 24. In May, actually. So yeah, we were talking about that. Are you walking the stage or no? I will be walking the stage. Are you kidding? It's the once in a lifetime opportunity. No, but see, that's the thing, because so off camera we were talking about this, because I felt so bad because you told me that because you were going to graduate in the winter, they didn't have ceremonies in the winter. Yeah, they did. That's a bummer. But obviously they still do the one after the spring semester. So you're still going to go to one? Yes. Oh, good for you. Okay, hey man. Yeah. Good. So yeah, and then I have a colleague who I had a few classes with, alright? He was unsure about, wanting to walk the stage. But then when he finally got his degree, he was like, you know what, I think maybe I will. Because it's just like, I explained to him. Yeah, exactly. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for your family, your friends, your loved ones to see you walk that stage, finally get that recognition that you worked so hard for. Alright? Like, I know I've disappointed my parents over the years, alright, by having them tell me, why aren't you in university yet? Why are you taking so long at community college? All that kind of stuff, right? And this is just like vindication of, like, my hard work, my persistence, and I'm just trying to get my shit done before it goes any further. Let me ask you, you know what it is you want to do, right? Yeah, of course. May I? What I want to do is a TV and media production. Okay. The reason why I love that field so much is because when you're live, the margin of error is razor thin. Right. And I live for that. Anything can go wrong. Every time we talk, you're always like, the audio. Did you check this? Exactly. That. Literally, I did an event with my church because our church leader from the Philippines was here, alright? And we did 2 events, right? And both times we were live, there was always something going wrong. Whether it be one of the roving cameras, wireless transmitters going off, or for example, on my end, it was just like, okay, make sure this shot on the Steadicam in the middle stays where it is, alright? You can control the camcorder, but make sure the double shots stays where it is. That's why you saw my Instagram story about a day or 2 ago. of my setup where I had 2 cameras, right?
I did. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my station, and then like in front of me there were like 6 different.
I saw that. I was like, whoa! Like, were you doing that by yourself?
Well, no,
did you have help?
It was a team effort.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the laptops on the floor were all for the corresponding cameras that were going around.
Yeah.
All right, and then my area, the 2 cameras was connected to 1 laptop, and we were broadcasting through Zoom because we were trying to feed it to the Philippines.
Right.
All the feed to the Philippines. So basically, you know, that was that. It was a lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless days. I'll be honest, on Saturday, in fact, after my Thanksgiving service, we ended around 7, and then from like 1 p.m. to like 10:30, we were just like on it. We were setting up. I didn't even get a wink of sleep until that night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how busy you are, huh?
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you something. If I may, not to change the subject, now that I know what it is to coach you, because it's a lot, right? And
yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you do it a lot, it's because it's what you love, which is great. It's like with me in acting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For you, since now in the crew, right, of our group, right, me, you, Michael, Gabe, right, you're now officially the 2nd person that finished college.
Exactly.
Right?
Let's fucking go.
I think Gabe is next.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think he has another year.
That's good. That's good. I hope that he finally gets the recognition he deserves.
Oh yeah, he's working hard at what he's doing. He's doing fine, by the way. Yeah, he's doing all right.
That's great. For my final semester, I've told you this, like, you know, like when we had our phone calls, right? That I did 5 classes.
Yeah.
19 credits.
I know. I did that my last semester too.
I know. I basically just went balls to the wall.
You go nuts because you just want to get it done.
Exactly.
But you're so overwhelmed.
Exactly. But the thing is, though, I was lucky to have those classes because the easy ones kind of balanced out the harder ones. And the hard ones weren't even that hard, to be honest. Yeah, they're a little bit challenging, but it's not as hard as, say, you had to write a thesis.
Let me ask you, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about. Now that you're officially done with college.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask this after, like, you were done. Since I'm done and now you're done.
Yes.
The college life, right? What are your ups and downs about the college life?
All right, so I came in August fall 2021. All right, that was a little over a year since COVID started, pandemic. So for my first few semesters rather, I was mostly online, all online actually.
Yeah, a little bit here, but yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucked being online because you would be like literally feet away from your computer, but at the same time, just like having classes on and on through Zoom, you get that fatigue.
I think online only works for like classes like electives, right? Like just random classes that like requirements to get out the way. But if it's like a major, I feel like you have to be there.
Because like first classes actually that I took when I started at East Bay was a marketing class, right? Digital marketing class, and I was thinking, all right, I think this could be right up my street because I have an experience with YouTube. I know somewhat how the game works in terms of marketing. Yeah, we covered like YouTube analytics and YouTube revenue probably like for 1 week at best.
It was complicated.
It was, yeah.
But my question is, right, like for me, I'll go first. So when it comes down to the ups and downs about college, right, is that you're very busy depending on your schedule or the amount of classes you have to take, right?
Yeah.
What was the average amount of classes you would take every semester?
About 4.
4, same here. Yeah. At one point, I had to not when I dropped out, but like when I was still in college, I had to take like a semester break because I was getting kind of burned out after like maybe 2 years. Did you ever take a semester break?
No, I didn't have to take a semester break, thank goodness. But after I graduated from community college from Oakland, I inadvertently took a gap year.
Oh, so you took a year?
Yeah.
So yeah, you took a year. Was it because to take a break, or was it because you were looking to where to go next?
No, I wanted to go into East Bay. However, it's just like when I applied.
Complications.
No. When I applied to East Bay for the first time, I came in as a CS major, a computer science major.
Oh right.
And I didn't want to do that.
You changed your major, right?
Yeah, I changed my major. Second time around, I came in as a communication and media studies major.
And obviously in the last semester, right? Because you want to get it out of the way. Yes. 5 classes, you had to do it. Let me ask you, what would be your advice for anyone that's going to college, right? When it comes down to handling your school schedule and then work. if they're doing that.
Okay, this is the perfect time because my sister is about to go into university actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she, great news. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to spoil this, but you can take this out. Or you can just like bleep it like a beep.
Is it like her major or?
No. She got accepted into a school.
Really?
San Francisco State University.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Good for her. That's great. Will she be dorming?
Yeah, she will be.
Oh, okay.
It's required for first year students to dorm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because from you're in Tracy now, so yeah, you would okay.
Yeah, it's basically a convenience, really. Like, you're still in the Bay Area. Yeah, we may be living in Tracy, but like everything that she needs is within reach.
Right.
Like hell, like she could literally take Bart to Daly City or Hayward, for example.
That's what I did. I mean, all my college life. Here's the thing: at the Academy War University, they gave me the option to dorm, but I just said nah, because it's just extra money for no reason. Like I could BART it, and I did. I mean, when I was in Union City, I would go from the one end to the other end, from basically near Fremont all the way to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Here, and Casper Valley or near Dublin, right, all the way to San Francisco. I always took the BART.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I would never drive in the city though. I hate driving in the city.
It only makes sense if you're there from time to time. But if you're there on a daily,
it's like some people can do it, some people can. I'm one of the ones that I can't.
Like you said, I'll go back to that metaphor of doing a live production. The margin of error is razor thin, and you have to make last minute decisions.
It's just so tight. I don't like. It's not that I'm claustrophobic, I just don't like driving in tight spaces in cities because people don't stop when you're trying to drive.
Yes.
There's crazy ass people there all the time, right? There's only one-way roads, right? I try to go left, I can't go left. I want to go right, I can't go right. I have to go straight, but I don't want to go that direction. You know what I mean? It's sometimes if you're not familiar with a city of some kind, whether San Francisco, New York, or big, it can get a little frustrating.
See, this is why I advocate for expanded public transportation. Because hell, for me, I live in Tracy, okay? The only bit of public transportation that we have that goes into the Bay is the ACE train, alright? And that doesn't even go into the city, alright? It makes a detour, it makes a stop in Fremont, then it goes down to Santa Clara, Great America, and then San Jose. That's it. And then if you wanted to get into the city, and you have to land in San Jose and then take the Caltrain up to San Francisco.
Let me ask you, from your opinion, what's one of the negative things about college?
Negative things? I'll be honest, for me, it's just like not being able to live the full college life.
Really? What do you mean? Because you're in college.
It's because it's a commuter school, right? I mean, like most ESUs are basically. So basically, it's more like just like you do your classes, you're there for how many hours at a time. You're not really taking in the full college experience. Like if you can do if you have time for clubs or Greek life, for example, okay, that makes sense.
I'll ask this on the side. In college, did you ever hang out with friends or go to parties or anything like that?
No, not really.
Let me ask you, do you like going out?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but me and having such a hectic schedule already, it's like I really don't have the time to do so.
But if you had the option to, would you?
I would, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because that's where you make memories. That's how you create connections into into the future.
Let me ask, do you think that you should be careful when doing that?
Oh, absolutely. Anything can go wrong.
Yeah. I'll just say this. I have a sister. She goes out all the time.
Okay.
She's in college right now.
Okay.
But I think she's in her 3rd year. I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure what she's majoring. I have no idea. Even my dad doesn't know.
Okay.
But she goes out all the time. That's all she does. She just parties. And she does other stuff too, but she just parties. And there's just times where I'm like, again. Do you
ever ask her does she ever get tired of it?
I haven't seen her in a bit, but if I do talk to her, I was planning to ask her that.
Okay.
I was planning to ask I get it, you're in college, you're having fun. I went to a few parties myself, but you don't want to do that all the time because then you don't want to come off a certain way, you know what I'm saying? If all you do is just party. Let me ask you this. If you're someone that wants to be taken seriously.
Right.
But you're always coming off you're not meant to, because you're always going out or partying, you're getting drunk or whatever.
Right.
Do you think people can take you serious when they always see you in a certain way?
I'll be honest now.
Exactly. So when I see that, I'm kind of I'm trying to just hold my tongue, but I just want to be nice about it. But at the exact same time, I'm just you know, she's an adult. I don't agree with how she's doing all that so much. I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with you being your age and going out there, but like all the time, like damn, you know what I mean?
I mean, it only makes sense if like your university is, for example, like Berkeley.
Dude, Berkeley is like
Berkeley or Stanford, or you know, you're in one of the Ivy Leagues where you know you're dorming your first year, and then you know you kind of have your own place after that.
See, here's the thing about dorming. I mean, dorming, it's either you like it or you don't. I don't like it. I was asking, out of curiosity, I asked friends of mine who did dorm, like, how's the dorming like? It's stupid. They're like, don't do it. And I was like, why? They were like, well, because they like to do inspections. You can't have certain things in here. You know, you have to come back at a certain time. If you do this, they can kick you out. The food's terrible. There's this and that. And I'm like, wow, really? For dorming, you're paying like how much money? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. You're better off just. I mean, like, especially if you're local. Like,
yeah.
The great thing about the Bay Area is that we have a lot of universities, and we have a lot, and you know, we're within range of where we need to go. Right?
Exactly, right.
So I would rather take it out on my commute than rather spend $6,000.
Exactly. It's a waste of money if you're right there.
I mean, like, okay, all you're paying for is gas, oil, sometimes maintenance on your car. If you have to cross the bridges, fast track.
Just make the trip.
Exactly.
Just make the trip.
Exactly.
It's not that it's for a little bit, but it's worth it.
If I have to pay $20 a semester for a parking, what's it called, parking permit, you're still better off than paying $6,000 for a year.
At the Academy of Arts, they wanted me to pay like $7,000 a semester, and I was like, Mom, and she was like, I mean, we're doing financial aid. Do you want? I said, hell no. Why? I could just take the BART. I was like, why would I do that? And she was like, well, what about like friends and stuff? And I was like, I'll just meet them. I don't gotta do all that.
$7,000.
$7,000.
That's extortion.
But see, that's the thing. It's a university, but still, I'm like, no.
It's not like the Cal State system where it'll be a little bit cheaper because it's run by the state.
Did you get offered to dorm too or no?
No, thankfully no. No, because it came in as a transfer student.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I was just saying if it was an option. But, okay. Because I'm not sure about over there. That's why.
Yeah, I know. I came in as a transfer student, so no, I was never given an opportunity. And besides, like, with the location, with, you know, where CSU East Bay is pretty much commutable by everyone. I know people that have commuted as far as like 2 hours away. Yeah. From, you know, Latrobe, Stockton, hell, Sacramento, to go to school in the East Bay.
Let me ask you something, just in the college life again, right? Because we pretty much settled, agreed, just commute if you're able to.
Yes, please, just do that.
If you're coming in from another state or something, I get it, that's different. You kind of have to.
Or like, say, if you're coming from SoCal, because I have a friend that does that.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, like, if you're coming from a certain distance.
Yes,
I get it.
Yes,
but if you're right there.
In a bay.
Just... anywhere, like you could be like maybe like 20 minutes away if you have to drive. Just do it. Like,
yeah, exactly. You are so much better off, and at least you'll be able to, you know, put some use to your car.
So let me ask you this: in college, right? You've obviously made friends.
Yes,
we all do. Have your friends ever like gotten you to do anything while you're in college?
No, thankfully not.
Like hanging out, fun, or just...
Yeah, no, of course. Like we always try to plan on it for graduation, and then, you know, hang out as well if there's time. Right.
I mean, I've done my fair share of hanging out with friends. You know, I've gone out to eat. I've gone to auditions. I just hung out in the city. We would go see a movie. You know, we would just do whatever.
Absolutely.
I've had friends that try to get me to do stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm good. They would like want me to go to a club. I was like, where? Oh, in the city. You know, we can go there at hell late. I'm like, I'm fine. They're like, man, you don't ever go out. I'm like, because I don't need to do that. I'm like, I don't want to go out. Yeah. I'm fine. Once in a while it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like you. I'm never that type of person to like, I'll go out and like, you know, say have dinner with you guys or like watch a movie. I'm not the type of person to get wasted at a bar at 1 a.m.
Look, this is me. You want to hang out? Let's hang out. You want to get wasted and do some stupid ass? No. I got things to do. I got to go to work. I got homework.
Exactly.
You know,
we all have our own lives outside of university.
I don't like to, you know, there's college students and then you got over the top students.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate over the top students because they get so carried away on certain things. And I'm just like...
Especially the frat boys.
Actually, that's a good question. Have you ever came across anybody where you're just like, shut up? Like, just, dude, relax. Like, I get we're in college, but calm down.
Thankfully, no.
I have.
Actually, no. Maybe the only time is like, you know, there'd be like a student or two that doesn't know how to mute their mic on Zoom. That was fucking annoying.
I'll tell you this. So there was this guy. I remember him. His name was Danny, right?
Okay.
He was super over the top because he was gay. But because of that, like what he tried to do, it's not because he was gay. That's what he was. But because of his persona, he was like really open, which is fine. He's an actor. But there was times where people got so annoyed by him because he would always rub like his schedule on their faces, and then he would actually try to take the spotlight whenever we did a show or did a short film. I went to a friend of mine. He did a play in the city, right at the academy, and we went in there. And then he was on stage, and my friend had to do a scene, and it was like a musical. There you go. It was a musical. And Danny, out of nowhere, he gets in front of like these two girls when it wasn't his moment, and he was trying to get the spotlight. And then the next day, we had Improv 3, and we were in class. So we went in there, and then my teacher was there. She was there, and she was like, "Let's talk about the show." And then one of my friends called out Danny, was like, "Yeah, Danny, one thing I kind of noticed is that you kept stealing the spotlight. Why did you keep doing that?" And then Danny was like, "Because it was my time to shine." And then one of the girls that was there was like, "Okay, Danny, but I'm just gonna say it. It wasn't your time to shine, though. It was my spot, and you just came out of nowhere." And then he was saying something, "Well, then you should have moved faster." I was like, "What the what?
What the fuck is that logic?"
And then
what the hell?
At one point, our teacher wanted us to go to a play. And I was working with my dad at the time, and I told my teacher I couldn't do it because I had to go to work the next day. I couldn't make the trip because I had to work. I wake up at 3 in the morning.
Okay.
And then he out of nowhere butted into my conversation and goes, "You know, I think I find that ridiculous, Angel, that you can't make it because I work a full-time job, all right, and I'm a part-time actor on the side also, so I can make it work." And then I looked at him. I was about to say something, and then a friend of mine was like, "Okay, well, that's you. So why are you..."
No, okay, if I were you in that situation, I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself. Just get the... Like, this is your conversation, first of all, alright?"
No, practically, yeah.
Yeah, right. I would be just as annoyed as you were. I would slap the out of him.
I got hella annoyed because I was looking at my friend like, "Who the hell does he think he is?"
Exactly.
Like, coming in telling me how I gotta do my schedule.
Goodness, I would be just as annoyed as you.
Like, look, because I was about to tell him, "Look, if you can do it, cool. I mean, but if I can't do it, I can't do it. I got things to do. So if I can't do it, I can't. Why are you in my business?" You know?
He's gonna have a reality check one of these days.
No, but see, that's the thing. Afterwards, he was so in denial, but a hella friends of mine that I was in class with made it very clear they didn't want to work with him.
That's good.
Because he was just too much. He thought he was all that when he wasn't. You know? And like, I'll tell my friends, I was like, basically, this is like a miniature version of getting blacklisted. Like, you're complicated to work with because you like to get the spotlight. You know? Even I was like, man, like, I would like to be in the spotlight, sure, but after a moment, I don't have a problem getting out of the spotlight. Like, your turn.
Even Margot Robbie knows when to take a break. Right?
It's like, Dwayne, learn from her. We'll get to that soon. But
shut up! Know where your roller. Shut up.
So yeah, but putting Dwayne on the side for a second, right?
Okay.
So in the college life, right? So basically, you didn't do anything.
No, well, pretty much no. Yeah, my college life was boring at best. All right, I was just there to learn. I was holding down jobs at the time. Well,
but you know what? There's nothing wrong with that because you went there to get things done.
Exactly.
Because I'm being honest with you, I'm not going to college to just mess around. I don't have a reason to do that. There's no point in that. It's just a waste of time. Is college for everybody or no?
I'll be honest, no. No. Especially these days where you know, high-paying, on-demand jobs, you don't even need a college degree. You just need to show that you've got the skills to be able to do it.
Sure.
Especially in the world of computer science now, there's literally a Harvard course that you can take for free, and then apply it to to what you want to do.
Let me ask you,
in that field.
For what you wanted to go to, do you think you need a degree or no?
Absolutely. I believe I do. If I didn't have a degree and I wanted to do this, how am I going to break into the field? How am I going to gain real world experience?
I think it's still possible. It would just be harder.
Exactly. That's why I'm thankful to have the major that I did and take the classes that I needed to take, because then I've gained a mentor. I
think my degree, no, I don't think I needed it because there are plenty of actors that didn't even finish high school that are famous now. You know. Yeah. I will say that what was helpful about going to college for acting for me is that I definitely got experience.
Exactly.
You know, I know how to do a demo reel now. I know how to do an acting resume now. I have demo reels literally, not knowing how to make one. Like I've done it. I've been on sets. I've met with writers, directors. I know how to produce a little bit. I met producers. I've met people, teachers who are in acting. I had a teacher of mine. I found out he was in the show Mad Men. Oh. And I was like, what? And he's been in other stuff too. And I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. Like, these are teachers that are currently working. I learned like the Meisner, Alexander technique. I've done a little bit of voice. I've done a bunch of stuff. I know how to improv. Yeah. You know? And the great thing about going to college was that, before, when we started Legit Studios right after high school, was that I remember I used to laugh all the time in front of the camera. Yeah. It would take me a minute before I stopped laughing because I wasn't used to it. Right. Now being on the set and now acting in front of a crew and doing stuff like that, it's like, whatever. I don't even notice it anymore with the camera, unless I'm directly talking to it or something, right?
Can you cry on cue?
It'll take me a minute, but yeah. It's not an easy thing to do because it depends on what it's asking for. You know?
It's like in wrestling, like you're giving the promo of your life.
It's like, but this is what my teacher told me. If you can make it legit, then make it legit. If not, then just be convincing. So
as long as you look convincing, you sound convincing, then it's like a
like I see it. Yeah. You know? I had a friend of mine that just couldn't do it. He'd be like, and my teacher, I'm not buying it.
I wouldn't buy it.
I was like...
No, but here's the thing though, like, exactly, like, we're getting these real world experiences that can be transferred into the real world, alright?
I think it's safe to say that me and you are definitely the type to go to college to just get things done. Exactly. And we did, you know what I mean? I mean, when I got my ceremony, man, I'm telling you, that was a great day for me. A little disappointing too, only because I was hoping for certain people to come and they didn't come. Oh, I'm sorry. Some for petty reasons, but it was like, fine, I guess. I had a cousin of mine that didn't want to come because there wasn't going to be food. Oh, bro. And I was like, what?
That's petty.
It is petty. That's petty. I was like, if you just didn't want to come, then just tell me. But if that was your only reason, I'm not here to bring you for food. I'm bringing your fat ass over here because it's for me. Yeah. Because exactly. I worked my ass to get here, not for you to shove food in your face.
Bro. See, like right now, I'm in that phase of like, right before graduation, I want to wear this Filipino traditional suit. It's called Barong Tagalog, right? And it's like used for special occasions like weddings, ceremonies, graduations, whatnot. I was thinking, you know what, that'd be a great idea. And I asked a couple friends, and then plus my sister, they all thought it was a great idea.
Hey man, it's your day, so you do what you gotta do. Yeah. I mean, I did my day. I mean, that was the same for me. Again, my graduation day was more positive than negatives. But I mean, it was just a great day. I mean, especially because I miss Logan. So because of that, just waiting so long to finally get a ceremony, I was like,
yeah, it sucks that he missed Logan though.
But that was Pete. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not only going to it, but he was the reason why. And then and then I found out recently that he's still pulling that. He does it with other students. What? My mom told me that she has friends whose kids are going to Logan, and 2 of them actually had Mr. Pete right after me. And I was like, he's still there? She was like, that's what they told me. And that they were actually at the, like, one guy, he only needed to make up 1 class where he could have graduated in the summer at least, and he still said no.
What the hell?
So it's him. It's just him. Because, like, he did piss me off doing this. Like, because, I can't swear. But the point is that he did put me through a lot.
Is that what you're going through for Lent?
Yeah, for Lent.
For Lent, I'm giving up swearing.
Yeah. Just to help restrain myself a little bit. I was going to give up Pepsi, but I did that twice. But I did that twice already.
You could go for a 3-peat. You could go for a hat trick there.
Here's the thing though. Mark Wahlberg was in an interview, and then he actually said something which was smart. Where he said, part of Lent, Ash Wednesday, for anyone that doesn't know, like for Catholics, right? Once a year you have to, there's Ash Wednesday. So, to do that, you give up something for 40 days. Okay. And on Fridays you don't eat meat. Yes. The day that we're doing this is Friday, so no meat today.
So that's why you wanted pizza?
Yeah, because I could get cheese.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, and obviously, it could be anything that you can give up. And I've given up so many things before, and I was like, you know what? I want to do something that's going to help me improve. Mark Wahlberg said that. Lent isn't just a day for me to just give up something for the Lord. It's also to help me benefit and improve myself. Exactly. Yeah. So let me do that with swearing. So I'm trying. It's only been 2 days, and but I'm trying.
Okay, no. Let me just say that you're doing a great job so far. I haven't heard a swear word from you. All right. I would be really surprised if like day 39 happens and you accidentally said a swear word and
I'm trying to replace it with food.
Okay.
You know, like cheese and crackers or
fair enough. I'll give you that.
I'll just say this: if I ever run into him, we will have words. But I will definitely keep it professional though. I want to show that I am an adult about it. I feel like if I just started cussing and mouthing off at him like that, I think that now that I get older, I feel like it would maybe make him seem right.
Yeah.
And I don't want to come off petty about it, even though he did put me through BS because he did that.
Okay.
But I will definitely say I have improved since Logan.
I mean, that's all you can really ask for yourself, right? You know, there were a lot of things that I learned. All right, first thing is, connection is key.
Yeah.
You have to know the right type of people to be able to open opportunities in the future. That's why I'm thankful to have a mentor that I have right now because, he's worked in the industry for so long. He reports for news in Haiti.
Let me ask you, this mentor, how long have you known this person?
I've had classes with him in the past, so probably over a year and a half, maybe even 2.
I have some teachers that's happening on social media. They were like, hey, Angel, after you graduate, they're like, don't lose touch from me, all right? I want to see how you do. Make sure you keep in touch because afterwards we can try to figure something out.
Exactly. Like my professor / mentor, he keeps telling all his students, like, after this semester, let's connect on LinkedIn. That way, if you guys are looking for, jobs in the field, I can help you out with that.
Yeah.
It's great having a, mentorship type program where they can help you open doors to what you want to do in life.
Now, to put college on the side for a second, because we clearly have our experiences
exactly.
our ups and downs, and obviously how we feel like people should do this or that, from our perspective at least, you take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Wrestling. You're a wrestling fan?
Yes, I am.
I'm a wrestling fan.
Yes, you are.
Hashtag, we got Cody.
Yeah. Hashtag we want Cody.
We wanted Cody and we got him.
Hashtag fuck The Rock. Hashtag fuck Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, so...
Hashtag fuck Roman Reigns.
This is wrestling talk, okay? Dwayne Johnson, we're getting to WrestleMania 40.
Yes, we are.
And in a week, as the timing of this video, is going to be the Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Before this, The Rock came out of nowhere and was like, I'm going to now wrestle Roman Reigns. Cody, get out the way. And everybody got mad because people were like, dude, we're in the middle of something. Why are you here, alright?
If you saw the video, Cody Rhodes announcing, I'll be fighting you for the championship, just not WrestleMania. Rock comes out.
Out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere. That's got over 1 million dislikes on YouTube.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Everybody is saying, like, Rock, there's a time and a place for you to do, but every time you do it, you always have to do it in the main event, and you always come when people are in the middle of something.
I mean, just because you're an executive now, a board member of TKO, alright?
But even Triple H is like, I don't care, no.
Exactly. Even Triple H is sick of The Rock's bullshit.
Let me ask you, what do you think of Dwayne Johnson in general?
Okay, Dwayne Johnson, okay, great actor.
Yeah.
Great actor. You can tell he's got a range, alright? He can be comedic, but then, he's more of a serious type person.
He can be comedic, he can be dramatic, he can be serious.
I saw a reel at one point where his in his contract with movies, it stated that he cannot lose.
Yeah, that's really egotistic. I wouldn't mind losing because you're an actor, it's different. You're supposed to go with the story's asking. You don't make yourself the winner every time. Especially because it can get boring.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Superman. If he wins every single time because he's so powerful, nobody's going to want to read a Superman comic because he always wins.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to find weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that. So with The Rock, it's like, dude, you win every time. Why would I want to see you?
Okay, so, alright, back to that. Yeah, and it's just like...
What?
And then back to what we were talking about, right?
That is what we're talking about, The Rock.
Yeah, okay, so basically, I just don't appreciate how he just comes out of nowhere, right? Like us wrestling fans, alright?
Yeah.
We want a story. We want cinema.
Yeah.
We want to be invested in, and by bringing The Rock in, it's just like, no, I'm not even going to watch WrestleMania.
Let me say this. I think the match of The Rock versus Roman Reigns would be interesting, but it's just not what we want to see right now. Because we're hyped up with Cody versus Raymond. Because I think it's a huge possibility Cody can win this time. Right?
I mean, he won the Royal Rumble for the second time for a reason. So that he could finish the story.
No, but that's
right?
what I'm saying. Like, Cody's done way more. And The Rock's rarely here. He's rarely here. And then whenever he comes, he doesn't do much. He makes a speech. He'll throw someone down and that's it.
You know what? Like, at that time, if you've ever heard of the CM Punk pipe bomb back in 2011, there was this one point where CM Punk said, and the fact that Dwayne is in the main event of WrestleMania and I'm not makes me sick.
Yeah, because he stole his spot at one time.
Exactly,
yeah,
back in 2011.
Yeah, and he called him out on that.
Yeah, exactly.
And now he's trying to do it again with Cody, and it backfired completely.
Exactly.
Absolutely backfired. And I was so happy about that. I was like, good. Yeah, like, let's make our voices heard, because we don't want The Rock. Stop coming in whenever you please, dude.
And what do you think about the possibility of a heel Rock?
A heel what?
Heel Rock.
Heel Rock?
Rock turning heel.
I don't know about that.
Dude, he's been a heel in the past before, right? But that was when he was active. He used to be the corporate champion. Then he had the Hollywood Rock gimmick, right, back in 02, 03.
I just think he's too old now.
But do you think he can still get at it in the ring?
No.
Okay.
Because like he even said it in an interview. He even said that he has to kind of get back into it, which I get. He has to get some of the ring rust off, but he doesn't do much for a reason. Yeah, he's fit, he's built, but I mean, compared to some of the other wrestlers that are younger and are more athletic, I don't think he's really that. It's like Cena. He even said that he's 47. And if he even said it on Logan's podcast, when he's 50, he's retiring. He's done.
I just don't see how his work rate is gonna translate into big money box office. Maybe the only reason why people will tune in is because it's The Rock.
Yeah.
But in terms of work rate, you're better off having Cody versus Roman too.
Yeah, because there's just more there.
Yeah, and then you're telling a compelling story. Mm-hmm. All right, and stories sell seats.
Exactly.
There we go. Stories sell seats. All right. That's why main event of WrestleMania night 2. All right. It sold seats. You were there. We were invested in a story. We were heartbroken when Roman Reigns won.
I know.
After the interference from Solo, of all people.
Yeah, I know. I was like, well, that came out of nowhere. That was unexpected.
You guys paid how much for your tickets?
Mom, how much we paid for a ticket at WrestleMania 39? Huh?
A lot.
A lot?
I'll accept that. A lot. You guys spent a lot of money.
I found out that front row tickets are $5,000. Yeah, they're $5. Not at a regular show, but at a pay-per-view event.
No, I understand. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to the Raw that's coming here in San Jose?
I want to, but it's just I'm still 50-50 about it. That's why I asked you. Are you sure? It's
I'm still thinking about it. I mean, I'm still undecided, but just out of curiosity.
Because no, I can't. So you guys spent a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
For a Cody Rhodes loss. I mean, like I said, stories sell seats.
We paid money for the experience, man. And I ran into some famous people in there too.
How much was the food there?
It wasn't too bad actually. What was a soda, $5? Okay. What about the pizza? $10?
It was $15.
Speak up.
$15.
$15 for.
So that's about the same as. So that's about the same you'd pay for the same thing at the Chase Center.
Yeah.
Okay, that's some. Okay, well, my fault, Mom. Sorry. It was a lot.
That's how I was one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
I guess the food was.
Like I said, stories sell seats. All right.
Yeah.
That's why we're so invested in the product, is because they want us to be watching there live. All right, especially WrestleMania. All right. Who's gonna want to buy a ticket just to see The Rock put over Roman Reigns?
There was a rumor that if it happened, that Rock wanted to win. And I was like, but is he going to actually come every week? Or is he just going to take the belt and come every other month?
We don't need another Brock Lesnar, and he's already been blacklisted.
Right, yeah. Oh, so that's my question. I'll ask you this, and we can keep it very PG.
Yes.
What do you think about the whole McMahon situation?
Oh my gosh, that was a whirlwind of news.
Yeah.
And that took place, oh my gosh, February? Only this month or last month?
I think last month. I could be wrong. But
okay.
Yeah.
It's either last month or this month. But the fact that, it happened just very recently. And we're not talking mid-2000s. We're talking about 2019 to 2022. That timeline, alright? It's just frighteningly close, alright?
It makes you think, man, I guess you don't really know people like you think you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
no wonder Vince McMahon had that farewell tour, right?
I even heard that Bret Hart came out was like, I never want to shake his hand again. I thought I knew him, and to find out he did that, I'm like, I never want to. like, wow, Bret Hart was really like upset about it.
Yeah, and then like there was one, and then there was this one podcast, like one podcast with Chris Van Vliet, in which he interviewed Matt Riddle. Right, he was scheduled to win the Royal Rumble until a certain Brock Lesnar came through and said, "I'm not working with anyone. I'm winning it." And like, okay, I'm not standing in the way. So that's how Brock Lesnar won the 2022 Royal Rumble.
It wasn't the one where he took out like 15 people, right? No, that was 2020.
That was 2020 when he came in number 1, demolished everyone until he got eliminated by Drew McIntyre.
Right, I know. Everybody was like, bye.
that was one hell of a pop too.
It was.
That and Edge coming back.
Oh yeah, right. And now he's at AEW.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, just putting the whole thing with The Rock on the side, 'cause we all know how we feel about it, right?
Yes.
Like we're glad that he's out of the way, but there's a chance that he could be there at day 1. I will say this, I think I am right. I think they're leading up to this. I think there's gonna be a tag team match between with Cody and Seth against Roman and The Rock on day 1. Because did you see the promo that they did on Raw?
Yeah, I am uniquely suited.
I would be down for that. That'd be great.
That one went hard.
It did.
From Rollins of all people.
I love how Cody was like, "Thank you for what you did." And Rollins is like, "You're welcome." He was all ripping it in. I love that. That was great, dude. I was like, yeah.
But then I also saw rumors of of Rollins turning his back on Cody, and they're gonna have a summer-long feud.
Like, if anything that happens afterwards is fine, but if you can just put The Rock and Roman just down because they think they're all that, I would much appreciate that. Like, we can have a temporary deal. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
You know, like just have a temporary partnership and then just go nuts afterwards. I wouldn't mind.
I would rather have Cody finish his story.
Of course. No. Yeah.
Right? That's all we want.
Yeah.
All right? And the payoff is going to be fantastic. Imagine the ticket sales for all future Raw, SmackDown, and live house shows, all right?
Now, let me ask this. Just putting wrestling, like, the storyline aside for anybody that doesn't know. Just talking about the industry now. We have WWE, we have AEW, and then now we got TNA.
Yes.
Right? Impact, and TNA/Impact. Out of all of them, which one do you like the most?
I mean, I'm still going to be biased with WWE.
Yeah, that's me too. But TNA's interesting.
TNA is currently on the up and up still, right? But
I heard they're kind of going down a little bit.
No. Okay, well, okay, maybe for good reason, because they recently let go of longtime executive and president of TNA, Scott D'Amore, right? Which lowered morale by a significant ton, because he was the one that led the charge to bring back the TNA name, and then they fired him not too long ago.
What do you think of TNA?
It's a great alternative to WWE and TNA, all right? Yeah, sure, they're
smaller, but
it's smaller, but then much more passionate fan base than AEW, even AEW, all right? Because when AEW came out, it was seen as the alternative to WWE, all right?
Yeah, all the wrestlers went over there.
Yeah, but when AEW started being more like WWE in terms of production value, in terms of the star power, it's like, okay, maybe we don't want that. We want something a bit more homegrown, something a little bit smaller, but with a much more passionate fan base. TNA.
But basically, from your perspective, WWE.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I'm sorry to all the die-hard wrestling fans out there. I'm sorry that I can't please everyone. Sorry, I'm a mark. It's
okay. I mean, like, let me ask, do you keep up with all of it? I can't.
I can't either.
I can just keep up with WWE. Raw, NXT sometimes.
And NXT is going great after what was like a couple of years ago. I'll be honest. Like, they have some fantastic talent now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially because I learned more about their center. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, like, it's really cool to see WWE getting back up there, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though I know it has its issues here and there. Yeah, man, wrestling is just such a great sport. I'm happy to see that. I wasn't sure about the whole merger of UFC with wrestling, and then, wrestling does some things that UFC does where I was like, I'm not sure that's wrestling, but it actually worked, like face-offs, weigh-ins, I think sometimes, or press conferences.
But, oh my goodness, I just love the sport. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And we love the sport for what it is, even though we may go through some terrible moments.
Yeah.
Right? We still love the sport. We still love it.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I don't like it when people just criticize wrestling for that, because that's the majority of sports. Like, at one time HBO didn't want to show boxing no more because they thought boxing was dying. And
and then Showtime took over.
Well, yeah, Showtime, but what I meant is, like, at one point, boxing just wasn't getting popular anymore. To the point where they just stopped caring about it, and then it came back up.
No, but I wish that, you know, boxing was a bit more unified, and because, like, you have all the different companies and all the different divisions, right?
Those are my two types of fighting. I love boxing, and there's obviously wrestling. And then I guess I will say karate. I like martial arts a little bit. Other sports are whatever. You know what? If I may, I don't want to change the topic, but I will just for a little bit. Did you see this year's Super Bowl?
Yes, I did, and we were so close. We were mere seconds.
That's what I said.
We were mere seconds.
Seconds away.
At the fourth quarter and at overtime, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, what the hell is the defensive coordinator doing?"
So let me ask you, what did you think of this year's Super Bowl?
I was just like, we were so close, but then, like, you know, we had way too many fumbles.
Let's talk about some of the controversies real quickly to end this podcast, because this is our last topic about the Super Bowl.
Yes.
A lot of what people are saying about the Super Bowl is that it's rigged. Do you believe it was rigged?
You know what? I think, just like...
And I'll tell you why. Do you think it was rigged because Taylor Swift was involved?
I truly believe not. I don't think so. It's because, like, the Niners had a real chance.
The Niners have been to the Super Bowl so many times, so I think they made it because they're just that good. I mean, it's not the first time they made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the Kansas Chiefs, right, for them to make it, it's convenient that Taylor Swift got involved in the Super Bowl out of nowhere because she's dating that quarterback, and then they happened to make it to the Super Bowl too. I was like,
is she becoming an industry plant?
People are saying that. This video is all over the internet. I keep seeing that. Let me ask you this. What do you think about the fact that every single time they have a game, they keep focusing on Taylor Swift?
It's fucking annoying.
It's annoying, right? It's very annoying.
Yes, because I get it. You're banging the quarterback. All right, you're banging Travis Kelce. We get it.
When they break up, I can't wait to hear that.
Oh my gosh, TMZ is gonna have a field day over it. You're gonna have a field day over it.
There was rumors that if the Chiefs won, that the quarterback guy was gonna propose to her, but it didn't happen. Basically, them focusing on Taylor Swift is annoying.
It is annoying. All right, I get it. All right, Taylor Swift is a brand. She's
very popular.
She has a cachet of her own.
She's a billionaire now. Yeah.
But the NFL is also cachet. It's a brand. They have to maintain that brand integrity. All right.
Exactly.
If you're trying to pander to Swifties who don't know a single thing about football,
I see signs. Did you know there Swifties? Someone had a sign that says, "I'm not here for football. I'm here for Taylor Swift." And she's looking up at the stand for Taylor. And I was like, "Why you pay that much money for just?" It's
gonna be damaging to the sport if you're gonna try to pander to a bigger celebrity than you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pandering works in elections, not in football.
I find it so annoying that they keep showing her and she does nothing. She's doing what everyone else is doing in the crowd, just cheering and reacting.
She's being a fan in the moment, but why did the NFL have to have a camera on her at all times? This is the Taylor cam.
You know,
stick to that camera.
At the Super Bowl, when they showed her like trying to chug down a drink, like a can, at one point people were booing her. Like, you could hear the crowd going, boo! I was like, thank you, exactly, fight back.
Understandable. I would be one of those fans too.
Exactly. One thing that I will also say, did you see any of the commercials they were showing this year?
Unfortunately not, I couldn't watch it live.
Oh, you didn't watch it live? How are you watching it?
I watched the replay.
Just a replay? So you didn't watch it live?
I couldn't watch it live. I was at that event that weekend I was telling you about earlier.
Oh, I see, okay.
So yeah. It was just a hectic weekend. I didn't even have time for the Super Bowl. I think I only watched the fourth quarter.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah, fourth quarter and overtime, that's it. Let's talk about the halftime.
I was there, that's what I was freaking. Okay, we'll end with that. So, this year was Usher. Can I start?
Go ahead.
I didn't like it. It was...
It was meh for me at best as well.
Yeah.
Like the only time I really popped was when he started doing Yeah and then Turn Out for What.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like his songs because they're kind of slow and they're somewhat love songs. Some of them. So for me, I was like, this is me. Hold on. At the Super Bowl, I'm like, if you're at a fat ass stadium and a crowd, you want to hype it up.
Yeah.
His songs were.
You have to think about the age demographic in which he was trying to pander to, and which is the older millennials, all right, that grew up with that song in the mid-2000s, right? So it kind of makes sense if you think about it.
But you gotta do it for now, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially because he's been making new music. He came out with a new song a while ago, like this year. So
yeah, but then he also wanted to play. He got to play his hits, all right. He got his intended audience to watch it live and basically be in the fields with him. But at the same time, yeah, it was just like all over the place.
What did you think about the cameos that are in there, like Ludacris, will.i.am, and...
I mean, cameos weren't that bad at all. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, it was a pretty much...
Alright. I kind of was hoping a little bit, like, more hyped. Like, you know, like, come on, like, it's like, feel it, but...
This is why I maintain the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show with Dre, Eminem...
Yeah, that was hyped. That was a good one.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
A good one.
You had cachet there, alright? I would go back there on my own time.
No, but
just to watch it, just to be like...
But what I'm saying is, like, if you had something like that, that'd be great. I even heard Justin Bieber was supposed to be in it, but he didn't want to do it this year.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. I know, exactly. I don't blame him. Rihanna's was alright last year.
You liked Rihanna's?
Yeah.
I did not like it. She couldn't do anything. She was pregnant. She just wanted to show that she was pregnant. She couldn't even move. She just kept going. That's all she could do. She couldn't even fucking move. Oh. She couldn't even move. You see what I'm saying? She couldn't even move. So because of that, shut up, Julius. All right, I'm trying. Shut up. I'll say this. Let me ask you this question. Which one did you think was more creative? Rihanna's last year or Usher's this year?
Usher's.
Really?
At least it wasn't like, you know, up in an elevated platform.
I just liked what they were doing. Like, remember when the camera was going through that whole crowd of dancers at one point to get to Rihanna?
Yeah.
Like, that was cool. Like, this year, there wasn't really anything like that. It was just kind of like, you know, especially because there was just a lot of, like, dancers. And, like, in fact, Usher, you know, you could tell he was trying to sing while dancing at the same time.
Yeah.
A few times he cracked.
Yeah, he did.
What you think of that?
I mean, if you're gonna be both dancing and singing at the same time, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why I prefer like a younger performer such as like Bruno Mars, all right, to do the halftime show, and he's already done it twice. Oh my.
But I mean, this year's Super Bowl, I would have to say creatively, I liked Rihanna's last year because I didn't like hers either, but creatively, I think it was better. Usher's was fine. It was. Eh.
All right, with the Super Bowl coming back to the Bay Area in a couple years, would you want to see the Niners play at their home Super Bowl?
I was more for the Raiders at this point, but now that they're gone, everything's going to Vegas.
They're going to Vegas.
Let me even tell you this: someone leaked the next logo design for WrestleMania next year. It's going to be in Vegas.
Yeah,
it has a slot machine because of that sphere. You know, like that's why they're going to do it. It's going to be in Vegas next year.
It makes sense, all right. Vegas is a relatively new player.
It's blowing up now. Yeah.
What do you think of all the sports teams that are going to Vegas?
Oh my God! Okay, so we lost the Raiders, and now we're losing that, or we lost the A's. Or we're losing them now. So my cousin, I gotta get him on at one point because he goes to every single A's game. He's like an A's fanatic. He knows all about that stuff. Okay. I don't know none of that. But what little I do know is that I saw it coming. I saw it coming because when they got rid of the Warriors, I was like, okay, I think I get why they got rid of the Raiders because they kept losing. But the Warriors are always winning, so I know we're good with them. But then they sold them. And I was like, why would you get rid of the winning team? So if they got rid of not just the Raiders, but the Warriors, I was like, the A's are next. Because why would they just keep the A's, but you get rid of their football team and your basketball team? Yeah. So immediately I was like, something's coming. And sure enough, it came. I will say, the Fisher guy that owns the A's, I think he's a scumbag. Yeah. Because I hear a lot about how he's treating the team. And in my opinion, why would you want a team if you're not going to take care of it? Exactly. Like, what is the point of having it then if you're not going to benefit it? Exactly. That's why, like, every single home game, everyone's chanting, sell the team, sell the team. My cousin started that. Oh, really? Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. Go to Gamer Athletics on YouTube.com. He does vlogs all the time. He talks to other people that does that stuff. He does a new podcast, but he talks to people in his vlogs. You know, he's all about that. He goes to Los Angeles, Texas for certain games. He does all that stuff. Okay. I would never do that. But I would do that for an acting job, but I wouldn't do it for A's. But I mean, he's just a hardcore Die fan. And obviously he made a video, he got devastated when he found out that they were being sold. And you know, people were trying to make sure they stay, but obviously Fisher ain't budging. So they're going to Vegas. So did you hear about the new team they're making now? The Ballers? The Ballers, yeah. I don't like the name. It doesn't sound right for a baseball team. It sounds like a basketball team, in my opinion. If you were in charge of creating a name for the new Oakland baseball team that would effectively replace the A's, what would it be? I don't know, something that's related to what they do, like the home runners, the batters, the hitters, I don't know, something that makes sense in what they do. But the Ballers, it's like, all right, let's go watch some baseball, huh? Like that's my reaction. Like, oh, that's a baseball team. Like the name really threw me off. I was like, the Ballers. I don't know. It doesn't sound right for baseball. I was like, I guess you know they're still being made the team, so I'll give them a shot. But
I wouldn't be surprised that, God forbid, they tear down the Coliseum and then like they play.
I think they're gonna do that.
And then they play their games at the Pioneer Stadium in East Bay.
But see, here's the thing. I think they're gonna do that because the stadium's just too old.
It is. It's horribly outdated.
Yeah, very bad. Yeah, I know. Like I rarely go there, and if I do, it's like okay, but
What can you do?
When it comes down to the A's, though, what do you think about it? You heard my thoughts. What are yours?
I mean, the A's moving to Oakland and then to Vegas. I mean, it's a win-win for Vegas.
They're getting a lot.
Because Vegas has always been an untapped market for sports in general, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you were a Vegas resident back then and you wanted to support a team, it would have to be either from Arizona or SoCal, for example.
Yeah.
Or if you're crazy, here, the Bay. But now that they're garnering sports teams of their own, it's becoming a win-win because Vegas has always been seen as the capital entertainment of the world, right? Mm. And by cashing in on sports teams, they have an even bigger chance of becoming a sports mecca. Hell, you have Formula One there, hockey. They've done multiple UFC and boxing events over the years, right? They're gonna have a basketball team. They're gonna have a baseball team. They have a football team.
Let me ask you this: Vegas has a lot of stuff, clearly.
Yeah.
Right. In Oakland, one thing my cousin talked about that I saw that I actually didn't agree with, this is just me. I'll talk to him more about it if I ever have him on here.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that stadium they were trying to build here? That new A stadium?
On Jacqueline Square?
I think so. I just saw the design of it. It was just this new stadium that was about to be by the water here in Oakland somewhere.
Yeah.
Embarcadero.
Yeah.
Embarcadero. Yeah, there we go.
What do you think about it?
I don't really have any thoughts on it, to be honest. I mean, but then that's going to be another expense on taxpayers' money because you're going to be building a brand new stadium from the ground up. And at the expense of our tax dollars, it's not just going to be the residents of Oakland are going to be suffering. It's going to be the entire Alameda County.
I'll answer this question if you answer this question. It's a simple yes or no. Okay. Should Oakland have it?
No.
Same here. I don't think no, and I'll tell you why. It's Oakland. There's nothing here. Like if you go to Vegas, you want to go to Vegas because there's a bunch of stuff to see. You go to Los Angeles because there's the stars, Hollywood Boulevard, Bollywood, or whatever.
Even San Francisco, we have.
But San Francisco, it's San Francisco. There's so many things there to do.
Yeah.
In Oakland,
what is it?
What is there to do? You see what I'm saying? So I was for it, but at the same time I'm like, but there's nothing here. Like it's a bunch of crime. It's ghetto. It's around that stadium. Why would people want to see that?
That's absolutely true. You're right. I mean, like besides the history of Oakland, all right?
Yeah.
And, Black Panthers, for example. What else is there that Oakland has to contribute to the sports world?
Basically, what you're saying is that with Oakland, there's just more negatives than there is positives.
Basically, right now. I mean, so much so that In-N-Out had to close one of their locations on 98th
Denny's
Street.
even closed after 50 years. Denny's.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? It's that bad. It's that bad in Oakland. Like, businesses are just getting out of there because there's just too many car robberies. It's annoying.
Yeah, I know. I love the Bay Area, but it's just like Oakland has become the armpit of.
I want to leave. Like I'm just debating where, but I'm gonna leave.
Tracy's not that bad. I'll be honest.
That's why we're going further down there instead of kind of coming over here.
Or hell, just move to Sacramento.
I'm really trying to do Texas, but man, with this.
What is there with Texas?
Huh?
What is there?
There's a lot of stuff there, especially in Dallas. Well, for me, because I'm an actor. But I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff near there in Dallas. My teacher even told me because he's from there.
Okay.
But obviously because it's more affordable. But then there's Los Angeles, but it's just more expensive and it's more crowded.
Seattle, Vancouver.
Seattle.
How about New York?
Hell no. New York is beyond crowded. It's just bad over there. It's just a lot of bad stuff in New York.
Would
I'll travel there. I'm not gonna live there.
Would you see yourself as a Broadway actor?
No.
No. Okay.
No. It would be interesting, but no. I'm not really much of. I've been thinking about it, but I don't think I'm really much of a stage actor. I'm more of a film actor.
Okay.
Yeah. But stage, there's just some more restrictions. People say no. In my opinion, there is some restrictions.
If you had to choose between Texas or LA in terms of where you want to work at as an actor.
Work, obviously Los Angeles.
Okay. Living,
definitely Texas.
Okay, fair enough. That's valid. That's valid.
No. So it's like positive benefit in Texas, positive benefit in Los Angeles. So it's just which one I want to deal with more. That's the thing.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
Other than that, though, I mean, Julius, thank you so much for joining me this episode. I really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
I got to talk about a lot of stuff. With that said, though, verse, thank you very much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for more content as always. If you want, I'll put a link to your channel, even though I know you haven't been on it for a minute.
I know.
I'm
trying to get back into YouTube in 2024. Right, just like simple vlogging.
That'd be fine. Yeah, it's something, man. But other than that, Julius, thank you for coming, man. I appreciate you. And with that said, though, bros, look forward to the next podcast and have an awesome day. Later, verse. That's good.
Sweet. I like that.